To end in smoke will mean to get destroyed or to get ruined. The nearest possible meaning is B option, to ruin oneself. To end in smoke will mean to get destroyed or to get ruined. The only possible option among the option is B, to ruin one. If the room had been brighter should be replaced by had the room been brighter. The correct usage is C, because in the question if have to be followed by then, and then is not present in the later part of the question. That is why the word if have to be removed, and the correct usage will be had the room been brighter. Amateur is a person who engages oneself in a pursuit of passion, in love of arts or something which he follows by passion, not on a paid basis. Amateur is one who engages in artistic or some other activities out of a pursuit of passion rather than making some monetary value out of it. So the correct word, one who dabbles in the fine arts for the love of it, not for the monetary gains, is amateur. Amateur is a person who is doing it out of passion rather than for making money out of it. So the answer is option number B. What is the remainder when 2 raised to the power 28 is going to be divided by 3? We need to evaluate the remainder. This is the question in front of us. 2 raised to the power 28 divided by 3, we need to evaluate the remainder. In order to explain it, let me explain couple of rules to make it very clear. For example, let me take any number, can be written as remainder mod divisor, remainder mod divisor. I can write remainder mod divisor. For example, the number is, say, fairly simple number, say 7. When divided by 6, the remainder is 1, right? And we can write 7 is the number, divisor is 6, remainder is 1. Also we can say that if I write say for that matter 4 can be written as 1 mod 3. 4 can be written as 1 mod 3. 4 when divided by 3, the remainder, this is number, this is divisor, here is the remainder. Hope you are getting it. Now it is one excess. For example, 6 when divided by 4, the remainder is 2. I hope the point is made. This is number, this is divisor, it is remainder, right? So here also one more thing, if A is equal to B mod C, then there is a rule which says that, which we already do and explain, A power n is equal to B power n mod C. Whatever, provided B power n should be less than C, provided B power n should be less than C, whatever power we can raise number to, same power we can raise remainder to, provided the final remainder should be lesser than the divisor. This is another rule for the remainder. Now keeping in mind this, we can easily solve it. We can say 2 square is equal to 4, which can be written as 1 mod 3. Just for the sake of, mod does not carry any physical significance here, it is just the number separating the remainder and the divisor. So 4 is 1 excess over 3, so 2 square can be written as 1 mod 3. 4 when divided by 3, the remainder will be 1. This is A, B mod C, A power n. If we raise A power n is equal to B power n mod C. So 1 raised to the power 14 will be equal to 1 mod 3. 2 raised to the power 28 when divided by 3, the remainder will be equal to 1. Number, divisor, remainder will be 1 in this case. Hence, the answer is in the given figure. O is the center of the circle and it is also given OC. I've shaded it in blue. OC is equal to AC is equal to AB. This blue value is equal to this blue value is equal to this blue value. We need to find out the measure of angle X. So in order to solve this very simple question, we can say angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. These blue sides are equal, so angle opposite to them are red and red. If this value is X, this value will be also equal to X. Also, we can say the exterior angle is sum of interior opposite angle. This angle will be equal to, if this is A, this is B, this angle will be A plus B. So this exterior angle is X plus X, sum of interior opposite angle. I am talking from the point of view of this blue triangle. This blue triangle, these two are interior angles. This exterior angle for the blue triangle, exterior angle is sum of interior opposite angle X plus X, that should be equal to 2x. Now also as AC, I am going to shade it. This AC is equal to AB. These two sides are equal. Again, angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. This is 2x. This angle will come out to be 2x. This is 2x. This is 2x because these two sides are equal. Angle opposite to them will be also equal. Also, we know one more information. OB is equal to radii is equal to OA is equal to radii. OB is radii. I am going to shade them in dark zigzag. OA is equal to OB is equal to radii. They will be equal. So if this angle is 2x, this angle is 2x, these two sides are equal, these zigzag sides are equal, this complete angle A, complete I am saying, will be equal to 2x. Complete angle A will be equal to 2x, because if these two sides are equal, angle opposite to them, this will be 2x and this will be also equal to 2x. This side are equal. If this is 2x, this complete will be equal to 2x, or other way around, this small was already equal to x, so the other small portion will be all x, because the complete is coming out to be 2x. Now either ways, as you want to solve it, the question can be easily done in any of the ways. If we consider the larger triangle, what are the angles? We have here 2x, 2x and x. Can we see? Angle A 2x, angle B 2x and angle O x. 2x, 2x, x, that is 5x should be equal to 180 degree. We are referring to triangle OAB. 2x, this complete is 2x plus x, 5x is equal to 180 degree, x is equal to 36. Or another way around, if we look at this red triangle, have a look at red triangle. 2x, 2x plus x, 5x inside red triangle, which is triangle number ACB. Triangle number ACB, interior angle sum for this triangle, 5x, 2x, 2x, x, 5x is equal to 180. No matter how we solve it, x will come out to be 36. So x is equal to 36. How many 5-letter word with or without meaning can be formed using all the following 5-letter word A, B, C, D, E, so that letter A is to the left of B? Now, excuse me, there have to be 5-letter word which have to be formed from A, B, C, D, E. So from 5-letter we want to form, from 5 given letter we want to form 5-letter word, which can be done in factorial 5 ways. because there are 5 places that need 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 places need to be filled with 5 letters. That can be done in factorial 5 or 120 ways, right? 5 letter word have to be formed from given 5 letters, which can be done in 5 factorial, which can be done in effectively 120 ways. Now because there is no other precondition given in the question, he is saying the in how many ways will the letter A will be to the left of letter. There is no other condition. Letter A have to be left of letter B. In half the cases it will be letter A will be to the left, and in other cases it will be to the right, which is exactly same, because there is no other condition. In total number of words that can be formed is 120. In half the cases the following condition will follow, in other half the cases vice versa will follow. Because there is no other precondition attached to it, so the answer is 60. Let us understand this very simple question once more. 5 letter word can be it takes 60 days to fill the dish with the bacteria if the size of the bacteria doubles each day. That means on the first day if it is x, another day it will be 2x, then it will be 4x, then it will be 8x, and subsequently it is getting doubled on each and every day. Now how long will it take the bacteria to get fill one half of the dish? If it is getting completely filled in 60 days, this beaker or dish, whatever you want to call it, is completely filled in 60 days, and every day it is getting doubled. So on 59th day it will be exactly half of it, because this value, half of it will get doubled and it will completely get filled. We need not to write any equation, we need not to solve anything. It is completely filled in 60 days. Just one day prior to it, it will be half filled, because every day it is getting doubled. So on 59 day it was half filled, because every day it is getting doubled. 59 day it was half filled, so on 68th day it will get completely filled. No need of solving the question. 60th day it was completely filled, so just a day before 59 day it will be half full, because every day it is getting doubled. Whatever will happen on the 59th day, 60th day will be double of that.
In this problem, where the lumped heat analysis is valid, unsteady state heat transfer problem, the decrease in temperature of the iron ball when dipped in a water bath. There is a water bath at a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. There is an iron ball is dropped from an initial temperature of 630 degrees Celsius. So that final temperature reached is 550 in 7.5 seconds. Lumped heat analysis is valid. He has given the problem that therefore from lumped heat analysis formula, T minus T infinity by Ti minus T infinity is where T is the temperature at any instant of time, Ti is the initial temperature, is the ambient temperature, all the values are given. When T is equal to time is equal to 7.5 seconds, what is the temperature? He has given 550 degrees Celsius. If you substitute this one there, 550 minus 25 divided by 630 minus 25, the time taken is 7.5 seconds. This is equation 1. And when time t is equal to 15 seconds, if you apply this 550 minus 25 by, after 15 seconds, T is the temperature wanted, because what he has asked is in 7.5 seconds the temperature has come down from 630 to the 550. In the next 7.5 seconds, so what is the total time of cooling? 7.5 plus 7.5, that is 15 seconds. So from after a time interval of 15 seconds, the moment the ball is dropped there, from that instant onwards we have to count the time. So after a time of 15 seconds, what is the temperature of the ball? I would like to calculate. So T is the temperature at the instant of 15 seconds, where the time is being measured from that instant where the ball is dropped into the water. This could be written as so T minus 25 by, so from the equation 1 that could be written as implies T is equal to 480.58 degrees Celsius, that is 753.58 Kelvin. So it is the time of after 15 seconds, this is the temperature of the iron ball, that is 753.58 Kelvin. In this problem, we have to find out limit x tends to 0 log sine 2x base sine x. This can be written as limit x tends to 0 log sine 2x by log sine x.
when x is tending to 0, infinite by infinite form. Therefore, we are going to apply L'Hospital rule, limit x tends to 0, 1 by sine 2x into differentiation of sine 2x is 2 cos 2x by 1 by sin x into differentiation of sin x is cos x. Now, just for convenience, I am multiplying numerator and denominator with x, limit x tends to 0, x by sin 2x into 2 cos 2x by x by sin x into cos x. Now, here when x is tending to 0, this is 1 by 2 into 2 cos 2x 1, this is 1, finally the value of limit. In this problem, the determinant 2 cross 2 determinant is made with elements only 0 and 1. The probability that determinant is non-negative. If determinant is made with only 0 and 1, 2 cross 2 determinant A, B, C, D is made with 0 and 1. There are 4 blank places, therefore 2 power 4 ways you can arrange. So total 16 ways you can arrange. In these 16 ways, we have to find out product is non-negative. First I am going to find out when product will be negative. The product will be negative in the case of 1 1 1 0 and 0 1 1 1 and 0 1 1 0. In all these 3 cases, product is negative. Remaining 13 cases, product is non-negative. 13 by 16 is the answer. In this problem, we have to find out area bounded by y equal to x square and y equal to 2 by 1 plus x square. That area we have to find out. First I am going to find out the required area is given by between these limits x equal to -1 to x equal to +1, right. Now 2 times of 0 to 1. Now this part, if I take integral x square to 2 by 1 plus x square dy dx. Now 2 times of 0 to 1 into integral dy is y by substituting lower limit x square, upper limit 2 by 1 plus x square dx. That is 2 times of 0 to 1, 2 by 1 plus x square minus x square dx. Simplifying this, we will get 2 of pi by 2 minus 1 by 3. After simplifying this, pi minus 2 by 3. In this problem, we have to find out Newton-Raphson iteration formula for the equation x equal to 1 by a. It is nothing but a equal to 1 by x. So 1 by x minus a equal to 0. F of x is 1 by x minus a. F dash x is minus 1 by x square. By Newton-Raphson iteration formula, xi plus 1 equal to xi minus f of xi by f dash xi. Now xi minus f of xi is 1 by xi minus a by minus 1 by xi square. Xi plus xi square of 1 by xi minus a. Xi plus xi minus axi square. 2xi minus axi square.
So in this case, VCRS with subcooling. Okay. Now we need COP. COP is H1 minus H4 upon H2 minus H1. Okay, so the value of H1 is saturated vapor corresponding to minus 15. So minus 15 saturated vapor is given as 1481.52 kilojoule per kg. Okay, now come to S2. So for S2 you need temperature. So S1 SG1 S2 SG2 dash plus Cp of vapor log T2 upon T2 dash. Okay, so SG1 corresponding to minus 15 degrees Celsius 10.526 is equal to 9.9606 plus Cp of vapor is given as 2.75 log. Just remember T2 is the temperature in Kelvin. So 30 degrees Celsius, please don't use 30 degrees Celsius, convert into Kelvin, 303. Okay, so from this you will get the value of T2, 372 Kelvin. Fine. So now the value of H2 is Hg2 dash plus Cp of vapor into T2 minus T2 dash. T2 is 372, T2 dash is 303, Cp of vapor is 2.75 and Hg2 dash is corresponding to 30 degrees Celsius 1523.42. 1523.42. You can see the value from the table. This is the value of enthalpy. So from this you will get the value of S2 is 1713.17 kilojoule per kg. Now the only factor left is S3. Okay, so now we will calculate the values of H3. The point 3 is in subcooled region, so H3 S3 dash minus Cp of liquid into T3 dash minus T3. Okay, so H3 dash is corresponding to 30 degrees Celsius. Please see the given table. 30 degrees Celsius liquid, so 379.3 minus 4.6, this is given the question, and the subcooling is 9 degrees Celsius, 30 minus 21. So from this you will get 337.9 kilojoule per kg. So this is the value of S3, and S3 is equal to H4. So now you will get the values of COP. So COP is 1481.52 minus 337.9 divided by 1713.17 minus 1481.52. Okay, so the answer is 4.94. This is the final answer.
In this problem, a wire of length L is cut into 3 pieces. The probability that the 3 pieces forms a triangle. If a length L is cut into 3 pieces, therefore x must be greater than 0, y must be greater than 0, L minus of x plus y also must be greater than 0. Now, so x plus y should be greater than L minus x plus y. That implies y must be greater than L by 2 minus x. That is one condition. Another condition is y plus L minus of x plus y should be greater than x. That implies x must be less than L by 2. Therefore, the required probability is double integral dy dx area, double integral dy dx. Here total area is 0 to L, 0 to L minus x dy dx. Now the favorable area is L by 2 minus x to L by 2, 0 to L by 2. By simplifying this, you will get L square by 8 by L square by 2, that is 1 by 4, 0.25.